Hello friends, I'm making this video today to plead with you. This is a personal message. It is for you that I know, that I have learned from, that I have looked up to. You older generation that at a time were warriors, spiritual juggernauts, even if you didn't know it. You were there and you changed the direction of people's lives. You still have that in you. But the shining light of God has grown dim. That doesn't mean that I'm not talking to anyone else. I know this isn't an isolated experience. What I could say to one, I could say to millions. After all, each one of us, if we have the minutest effect on 100 people, and they on 100 people are only 2 people away from affecting 1,000,000 people. 1,000,000 people with just a word of wisdom or an act of kindness that is repeated. Some of you have said things that you were sure fell on deaf ears, but you were wrong. I know this because of idle words I have said that have come back to me. More than once someone has told me, I did this that you talked about doing, or I watched this that you recommended, or I looked into this person that you mentioned. In my case, not all of these are something I am proud of. The point is, I would have never thought that a thought in my mind actually took root in someone else and introduced them to something that they wouldn't otherwise have entertained. I know this because some of you that are watching this right now have done this to me. I saw you as champions of the faith, as the vanguard of a healthy, growing kingdom. What you said, what you did, it motivated and inspired me then, and it does so again now. You have more to offer than you think. You have something that few have, something that is not easy to acquire, something more valuable than diamonds that has been refined in higher pressures and stresses than any gem. It can't be rushed, there are no shortcuts, and you have paid for it with suffering and rivers of tears. You have wisdom and experience, and the younger generation desperately needs it. The world keeps telling us that we only have 30 years, 20 years, 10 years before some catastrophe overtakes us. Climate change, pandemics, whatever the reason, there seems like there's a spirit in this world that gets more and more desperate. Like it knows it only has a short time to accomplish its goals and it will only rule for a short time. We can't wait until later, and it's not up to my generation to shoulder the burden of advancing the kingdom and holding the line in the pressures of this world alone. We need you. We need your guidance, your encouragement. We need you back in the mix to rally around. Statues in the storm. We are watching, and we are receptive. You led then. You led as promise keepers. You led in prayer. You led in worship. You led in knowledge, and we, the country, the world needs you. Teach us what you know. Show us how to live with your life. This is a call for revival. I love you, and I will see you again, and I will follow your lead again. My life will be changed again, and the Spirit of God will stir in us all again.